We're in.
Having a chat with Bastille. How are you guys?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Here at Reading Festival. How's your weekend been?
Ours has been busy. This is our 4th festival this weekend.
Okay.
How's yours been?
Yeah, not too bad. Busy as well, which is good, but enjoying the weather, which is
Favourite
nice.
chat you've had? And least favourite chat you've had?
Oh, I don't know. The K's earlier were great.
Yes.
Bad one? No bad ones actually.
Yeah,
this weekend.
that's not a valid answer.
There's not genuinely not a bad one.
Okay.
There's been bad ones in the past, but we won't.
He won't be pressed on it.
We won't go into them.
How are you doing today? How's festival been?
Oh, good. Yeah, keeping busy, which is great. Can't wait to catch some bands later on as well. So that'll be great. But you've been busy. Obviously, this weekend you've had plenty of tours and festivals and things, but you've been releasing music as well.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about what you've been releasing this year.
So we released an album called Give Me the Future earlier this year, and then that was the first half, and now the full thing is out called Give Me the Future and Dreams of the Past, and it's like a big album. It's got a mixtape on the end with a bunch of collaborations, and it's it's just like it's the full story of that Give Me the Future world. A bunch of songs that we absolutely love, and it felt quite weird holding them back off the record in March, but now the whole thing's out there, and it's really exciting. It's sort of like kind of everything we've done over the last couple of years, and everything from that mad, weird, futuristic sci-fi music to like little ambient acoustic moments as well. It's kind of new for us, so we're super proud of it.
And what's it like doing the kind of the new bits, like the acoustic stuff, and the collaborations, which are fairly new for you as well? What's it like doing that sort of side of things?
Well, we've done mixtapes from before our first album, so this is 10 off mixtape, and we've always found it's just like a nice excuse to work in other genres. So we've done tunes with like Haim and Lizzo and I don't know, Rag and Bone Man, Skunk and Nancy, like K Tempest, loads and loads of different people across the mixtape. So the collaboration's always been outside of our albums. Collaborations have always been like quite a big part of what we do. But yeah, we had so Kyle's in a production duo called Tide, so we did a tune with them.
Yes, that's correct.
Which 8 hours, which I love off this new record. So yeah, I guess as Bastille, like in our own albums, it's always been quite like just us. But this album's got like Riz Ahmed is on it, doing like an amazing spoken word piece. Yeah. And then there's that collaboration with Tide and one with A-Lock as well. So yeah, we're kind of, I guess, no strangers to trying to surprise people with stuff outside of what they expect from us.
Yeah, indeed. And how do these collaborations come about? Do you go to them? Do they come to you? How do they kind of form?
Yesterday at Victoria's Festival, we saw the Sugar Babes, who were absolutely 10 out of 10 perfect. Like, you've never seen a show like it. Even had an actual aircraft carrier in the background. And then afterwards, Dan plucked up the courage to go and talk to Keisha. And can we do an exclusive? Say like they promised they'll be on the next mixtape.
They 100% promised. It definitely, I guess like a lot of the early mixtapes came from just us being at festivals, and you bump into people that you know or like, or you see other bands that you admire, and a lot of the collaborations we've done have come out of things like that. With Kyle, we often live on a tour bus together, so I think I probably rolled out of my bunk and was like, "Oi, Kyle!"
It was, if anything, it was too easy for Bastille and Tide to do a collaboration because I'm in both of them.
That's so sexy.
It would have been. I'm in both. It would have been awkward. It would have been awkward to have not been asked, I think. And it was really easy because we all know how to work together, and it was it's really fun. But sort of as Dan says, because like festivals are like a big summer camp for bands. Like every year you come back and you see everyone who you've not seen for a year, and it's like, oh my god, you guys, I haven't seen you for ages. How's it all going? Everyone's really busy, and then you have a few pints and agree to stuff that you generally don't want to do. But ultimately, then what happens is you end up making good music together.
Yeah.
So,
and like Craig David, I was writing a song with him for his album, and I was like, mate, can you return the favour? Do you want to come be on ours? Sometimes it's new artists that are coming through our studio, that I like nick them out of their session and be like, hey, would you mind coming and singing on this? So it's always, for us, it's just fun to collaborate with like brand new people, and then people who we were listening to growing up as kids.
Yeah, for sure. What's the plan next? You finish here this weekend. I'm sure you'll be wanting to be out on the road and doing some more stuff.
Yeah, well, so far this year we've done a UK tour and a US tour and a bunch of festivals. So we're back to more festivals. We're going to South America for a tour. We're going to South Korea. We're going all around the EU. Mm-hmm. So it's busy times, and releasing music.
Yeah.
So it's gonna from here to the end of the year is gonna be it'll be gone in a flash. Yeah.
Yeah. And where haven't you been before that you want to get to at some point?
India. We've never played in India.
Nice.
I've been like backpacking there, but we've never been to play a show. But we would love to go.
Yeah, for sure. And what's next year looking like for you guys? Are you hoping to write and release more music, or is it going to be a touring year, or even just kind of a?
I guess we'll just see what happens. You know, we'll just see what happens.
And finally, one question I'd love to ask bands who are a bit more experienced is, obviously there might be some new bands listening and watching this interview. What piece of advice would you give them? Something that you wish you had known kind of at the start?
Oh, that's such a good question. I don't know. No one ever really like tells you what it's going to be like or how to do it or anything like that. From our experience, I'm obsessed with songwriting, so I always think like just keep writing songs. And when you think you've got enough good songs, you could probably have more. But that's terrible advice. I don't know. Woody will probably give quite like a fatherly, responsible, helpful bit of advice. What do you reckon, Wood?
I mean, here we are. Normally, I'd say to musicians, practice what you're bad at, not what you're already good at. That's a general kind of way of working. But other than that, I would say it's not hard to be nice, and no one likes a dickhead. So don't be a dickhead, and you will go far.
Perfect. Excellent. Well, guys,
that's a nice thing.
Been a pleasure.
Nice. Thank you so much. Thank you for having us. Cheers, man.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Take care. Thank you.
Cheers.